If there's anybody in that women's bantamweight division who can counteract Ronda Rousey's judo, it might be Sarah McMahon's wrestling.
Sarah McMahon, a little bit of an unknown, just one fight in the UFC, but a former Olympic wrestling silver medalist.
Miesha Tate, probably her strongest strength is her wrestling. It pales in comparison to Sarah McMahon. There's no way that Ronda Rousey goes in there and throws Sarah McMahon around like she has everybody else.
I grew up around wrestling. My brother wrestled since I was 3 years old when he started. You know, I just grew up in the wrestling culture. When I was 14 years old, I was the only girl in the state at that time that was competing, so it was always me and the guys.
But in 1999, Sarah's older brother, Jason, the person most responsible for her passion for wrestling, was tragically taken from her when he was just 21 years old.
I was 18 years old, and my brother was murdered. It was my freshman year of college. When they locked him up, I was happy that he didn't have the capability to do that to anybody else's family, but nothing that happened to him was ever gonna bring back my brother. Nothing. I was really, really angry to have somebody who I love so much that I idolized taken away from me in that way. I was working myself to where I couldn't think about anything else. I just filled my schedule up with wrestling. The busier I could be, the less I had to deal with those crushing emotions. I know what a really bad day is now. I know what having things go disastrously wrong can be. I can truly leave everything out there, and I can risk take, and I can push the pace as hard as I possibly can. Because I don't fear what happens if anything goes wrong. I don't fight to not lose. I fight to win.
For a lifelong athlete like Sarah McMahon, competitive drive can come from a multitude of different places. But losing in her sport on the world's grandest stage proved to be the biggest turning point.
In Athens in 2004, at the Olympics, I got the silver medal, and not winning the gold, I was just absolutely devastated. Like, I wanted it that bad, and it was so frustrating to me. I started in MMA after I had my daughter.
Mom, can you help?
While I was pregnant, I realized that I'm just not done competing. That part of my life, it just hasn't run its course, and I know I want it. I didn't expect the UFC would add a women's division. I wanted to just be the best in the world, whatever promotion decided to pick up the women's 135-pound division.
6-0, making her UFC debut, Sarah McMahon, Olympic medalist in wrestling.
I fought in the third ever women's UFC fight. I kind of expected that I was going to feel nerves and things were going to be a lot more difficult.
And Sheila Gaff, a very accomplished striker, very intimidating presence in the cage.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Fight!
And then I got there and I had a lot of fun.
Sarah McMahon in her UFC debut.
It took her all of 5 seconds to go out there, shoot on Sheila Gaff, and put her on her butt.
Sarah McMahon pretty much just imposes her will.
This is just what Sarah McMahon wanted. Now Sarah's on top of her.
Sarah McMahon is able to utilize her wrestling, get in top position, and absolutely control Sheila Gaff.
Sarah McMahon inside control, mounted crucifix now.
It was one of the most fun fighting experiences that I'd ever had.
She's not going to get out of this, folks. When you got a silver medalist on top of you like this, this is where you stay. Great position for McMahon. Big power with the ground and pound. Oh! Looking to finish it right here. Kidding me. And it's all over.
Finishes her pretty impressively right away, and you kind of knew that Sarah McMahon was coming for a title, and this was going to be someone to look out for in the UFC.
We've been training for Ronda for about 1.5 years. Ronda's always been our goal. Even though Sarah had another opponent, we would work on those skills for that opponent, but then always go back to Ronda.
Everyone's been prepping for me since the beginning of 2012. I have the belt.
I don't know if anyone can deal with Ronda Rousey's armbar. It's like that fatality in Mortal Kombat.
To offensively pull it off, you have to do every step of the way right. But I only have to shut it down at one point in that process.
You could know every single defense. I've seen all of them before you have. That's something that you can't learn in 1.5 years.
Sarah McMahon has the ability to stop some of Rousey's heralded judo throws. It's not going to get taken down that easily for her.
Back to the quick, and there's that judo hip toss by Rousey. Beautiful takedown by Ronda.
Looking for a takedown again.
And Ronda gets it down again. That is Olympic caliber judo.
Miesha made a lot of mistakes. She was diving into Ronda's clinch a lot. That was giving Ronda the ability to throw Miesha.
I've been doing freestyle since I was 16 years old. The high amplitude throws are what people are going for.
Ronda fighting on a short break is going to benefit us. She needs to bring nothing but her A game, or she will lose.
In every fight, people say that this person's going to be the one. And they're going to hope and pray and cheer. I'm just going to keep disappointing them.